Hey guys, your boy Sean Bellamy back with you another episode of here on my podcast, Jack of All Plays. I appreciate support I got for episode 1. Like I said, this is episode 2, so let's get right into it. Of course, I just remind you guys to please like, subscribe, share what you got to do. And this will be, of course, posted on my YouTube channel, Jack of All Plays. So let's get into you guys again. Jack of All Plays, where I cover football, basketball, and baseball. Start here with the NFL. The regular season officially, came back. Well, regular season officially started, I should say, on Thursday when the Buffalo Bills, Super Bowl contender, went up against the Super Bowl champs from last year, the Los Angeles Rams. Buffalo Bills versus the Los Angeles Rams. And the Buffalo Bills dominated the Rams 31-10. It was tied 10-10 at halftime. Honestly, if you actually watch the game and not pay attention to the stats, you could clearly see that the Buffalo Bills were the better team on the field, at least that day. Coming into the game, I should actually start with that. Coming into the game, I actually picked the Rams to win a close one. Again, I'm a huge fan as far as the huge fan of course, my Eagles, but I'm a huge fan as far as what the Rams have with Aaron Donald, Matthew Stafford, and them dudes, Cooper Kupp. I definitely think they're going to still be a problem even after getting their asses whooped by the Bills 31-10. But I did pick the Rams to win a close one at the crib, but like I said, they got dominated. Again, I keep saying 31-10. Going again, I picked the Rams to win a close one, but I am a believer also in the Bills, especially Josh Allen. He finished, we did not disappoint. He finished 26 of 31 for 297 yards and 3 touchdowns. I believe 3 throwing touchdowns, and he also rushed for, one. So basically 4 total touchdowns for him. And again, I know like stats are stats, and I know finishing 26 to 31 was, obviously says sufficient. But if you watch the game, man, you could just see why a lot of people, including myself, are literally sold on Josh Allen, man. Year by year, the man has just gotten better and better, and he just looks like he absolutely had a command of that offense. He's clearly the leader of that team. They added Von Miller, who like he's not getting any younger. They believe he finished with 2 sacks on his former team. He was part of that Super Bowl championship team of the Rams last year. But Von Miller looked great. Stephon Diggs was killing Jalen Ramsey. The Bills as a team, dude. If you have the Bills win the Super Bowl, I cannot be mad at you. I definitely have them as Super Bowl contender. But the Bills, man, they are going to be a problem throughout the entire season. They just look like they just have this focus that they are going to literally rip teams apart as season go on. I would not be surprised if they win every win this year they have is over by 10, 15, 16 plus points. Like I really believe they're going to blow out a lot of teams this year. The Bills they're going to win the division, the AFC East, and I definitely think they're going to win at least like 14 games. I definitely believe that. I'm 100% sold on the Buffalo Bills. So like I said, the game was actually tied 10-10 at half. There was some, turnovers and some mistakes happened on both sides of the ball. Matthew Stafford for the Rams, he had a not say horrible game, but he was a ton of turnovers. He actually led the NFL. I did not know this. He led the NFL in interceptions last year, I believe, with 17, despite the fact he finished with 40 touchdown throws. So that's something Matthew Stafford has definitely got to clean up. But yeah, he had some terrible interceptions. I think Josh Allen threw 1 or 2. But the first one for sure that Josh Allen threw was not his fault. His wide receiver dropped the ball and it landed into the Rams defender hand. So, it was expected. I mean, it's going to be week 1. I'm gonna give you guys my picks also when I'm getting near the end of my NFL portion of this podcast of the rest of my picks I got right here on a piece of paper. But yeah, I mean, my takeaway from this is, again, the Bills are the real deal. They're for real. You got to definitely watch them as the season go on. And the Rams will be fine. I saw some people overreact and say, oh, Jalen Ramsey is overrated. He got cooked by Stephon Diggs. Like, a lot of corners don't get killed by Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is a beast, man. He's a great wide receiver. Matthew Stafford, I think he'll be fine. He definitely got cut down on the turnovers. And the Rams with Aaron Donald and them dudes. And the rest of the Rams play. Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp had a good game. I expect him to finish with 100 plus catches and everything like that again this year. But overall, man, they're going to be fine. I'm not worried about the Rams at all, man. So that was my takeaway from that week 1 game. But it's really exciting to see the NFL is back. Quarterback Lamar Jackson and the the Baltimore Ravens doesn't reach a deal. The quarterback Lamar Jackson has decided to continue long-term deal. Will have to be, finished or whatever next offseason after not reaching a deal this week. All right, so again, I'm gonna be quick with this. This is a no-brainer. Just pay Lamar Jackson. I think the coach, Coach Harbaugh for the Baltimore Ravens, did come out and say that they do expect for Lamar Jackson to remain a Raven for the rest of his career. I know we hear that, obviously on paper and hear that in interviews, and then something weird happens, and just like that, he's on another team or something. This is very simple, man. Pay this guy, yo. There's absolutely no reason why Lamar Jackson should not be a Baltimore Raven come next season or anything like that. It's kind of ridiculous they didn't get a deal done, this week before the actual season started. But again, just pay him. I mean, listen, like Jackson has led the Ravens to 3 playoff appearances in his 4 seasons. In his 4 years as a quarterback, leading that team, he has taken them to 3 playoff appearances. It's pretty good. He won MVP in 2019, led the NFL in passing touchdowns in 2019, and rushed over for 1,000 yards in 2019 and 2020. Pay him. It's really not that hard. I know a lot of people are not sold on Lamar Jackson, which is really stupid. A lot of people think that he's just a running back playing quarterback. You're an idiot if you believe that. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You're an idiot because the dude has clearly showed, if you watch his games, not just highlights, that he can throw the ball. He has a good deep ball, can definitely spread it around. The Ravens, you just got to get him some weapons around him as far as wide receivers. But Lamar Jackson is a beast, dude. If he's healthy and he's out there, he's giving you a good chance to win games, especially throwing the football. And he tells you himself, Lamar don't want to just run. He don't always want to just run. The man wants to throw it. But again, the Ravens have to do a better job getting him weapons around him. But he's done well what he's been given at this point. Like I said, 3 playoff appearances in 4 years. And in 2019, for a guy I think that was drafted, I think he was the last pick in the first round of the year he was drafted. In the first round, he was the last pick, I believe, with the 32nd pick or something like that. The point is, for a guy like that to everyone not really sold on and to come out and literally win MVP in 2019 is crazy. Like, pay the dude. It's not hard. I literally said I'm not going to take a lot of time on this, but I'm pissed that I saw that this week that the Ravens did not reach a deal with this dude. Pay him what he wants. I think he wants the exact deal that Kyler Murray for the Arizona Cardinals, quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals got, and he's clearly better than Kyler Murray. Can't even say it right. I'm sorry. He's just nice, man. Just pay the dude, get over and done with, man. A guy that did get paid, Quentin Nelson. The Colts did extend Quentin Nelson. The Indianapolis Colts signed Nelson to a 4-year, $80 million extension with $60 million guaranteed. What makes him the highest paid offensive guard in NFL history. The Colts and Nelson was approaching to get this deal done. Nelson is getting to the end of his rookie contract, which I believe rookie contracts are 3 years for teams decide to extend them or let the guys go. But they, like I said, they wasn't going to get a deal done before the end of this month, and they definitely got it done. Like I said, he got his extension. And he has definitely earned it. Already a Pro Bowler, All-Pro honors. He had All-Pro honors already in his career, finishing 3rd in the Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. And in 2,365 career pass blocking snaps. The times where the Colts are throwing the ball in 2,365 career pass blocking snaps, he has only allowed 4 sacks. 4. That is crazy. 4 sacks. He only allowed 4 sacks in literally over 2,000 passing plays. He's only allowed 4 sacks. He deserves his money. So listen, the Colts honestly understand what they got. The Baltimore Ravens should take notes. You got a great player like that, pay the dude and get over and done with. Do not leave it up in the air where people say, oh, he might leave or do this and that, or this team might try to find a way to let him go. Just pay the players, your playmakers, and the guys that you have to pay. Get it all done. Get it all done and wipe the slate clean. But as did you guys, as far as, I'm sorry, actually, I almost forgot to give you guys my picks of the week here in the week 1 of the season. I know it's going to sound biased, but go Philadelphia Eagles, fly Eagles, fly. I got the Eagles beating the Lions, 49ers beating the Bears. Steelers losing. I got the Steelers losing on the road to the Bengals. I believe the Bengals should actually be really good this year, so that's not really much of a shocker. I'm only saying that because my girlfriend, my dad, my mom, my little brother, everyone on my dad's side of the family are Steelers fans, so they shouldn't be shocked by that, by anything as far as me picking against them. But again, the Bengals are good. No hate towards the Steelers, but the Bengals are good. Patriots losing to the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will be good this year. Their defense has been good for a while now. I got the Panthers beating the Browns. I do think Baker Mayfield, I believe he's going to be the starter for the Panthers after getting traded by the Browns. I think Baker Mayfield does get his revenge here in week 1. So Panthers beating the Browns. Colts beating the Texans. Texans are going to be god-awful. The Colts should show dominance in this game. Saints and Falcons. I was going back and forth with this. My brother, shout out to my brother and Wade. He is a Falcons fan. No hate towards the Falcons. I don't know. I just feel like the Saints will win this game. When I looked at it on paper, it will be a close one. I don't think it's going to be a blowout or anything like that, but I think it will be a good game. And the Saints win by maybe like a last-second field goal. Maybe the Falcons win by a last-second field goal, but I did pick the Saints to win. Ravens versus the Jets. I got the Ravens winning that one. Commanders. I got the Commanders beating the Jaguars. Packers and Vikings. I got the Vikings winning that one. That was such a tough game to pick. I'm not a huge fan of the Minnesota Vikings, but I think the Packers have lost a decent amount during the offseason. Aaron Rodgers, AR-12 is a beast, but I do think the Vikings at home. This is a divisional game. It's such a toss-up having the Vikings. I do have the Vikings winning their division over the Packers this year. I do think the Vikings do win this game and make a statement. So the Vikings win against the Packers. Titans, I got the Titans beating the Giants. Chargers versus the Raiders. I think these are two great teams. If they both stay healthy and their quarterbacks do what they're supposed to do, Carr and oh my goodness, Justin Herbert. I'm sorry, guys, I forgot his name. If they do what they're supposed to do, I think these teams will both have great seasons. But I do have the Chargers win at home against the Raiders. Chiefs and Cardinals. I got the Chiefs winning that one on the road. Bucks and Cowboys. Again, shout out to all the Cowboys fans out there. I'm not trying to just be a hater. I can't stand y'all. I hate y'all to death. But, I think y'all lost way too much. And I don't even know why some people have y'all win the division. The only way the Cowboys win the division over the Eagles is if the Eagles have injury issues, which, like I said, football gods, please don't. So I got the Bucks beating the Cowboys. And the Broncos and Seahawks Monday night game. I believe that's a Monday night game. Broncos Seahawks. I believe I got the Broncos beating the Seahawks, where Russell Wilson does get a win over his former team. So you guys, let's move on here to NBA. Adam Silver did announce, the commissioner for NBA did announce the NBA in-season tournament could start in 2023-24 season. So there have been rumors constantly throughout at least the last couple years that Commissioner Adam Silver did want to add an in-season tournament, kind of like soccer, if you pay attention to soccer a lot. And here's how it would work. Here's the format. There would be cup games, like I said, like soccer, cup games through November. 8 teams advance to a single elimination finals in December, while the remaining 22 teams will continue with the regular season. So there's 30 teams in the NBA, 8 teams, if they win their cup games through November, would go to a single elimination kind of like tournament format in December. Like I said, while the other 22 teams just go about their business and continue with the regular season. I believe they're trying to install this in the 82-game season that they already have. All games part. I wrote that. All games part of the normal 82-game season schedule. It will just kind of be like one extra game for 2 final teams. So in that in-season tournament, like I said, it's already 82 games. But if you do make it, let's say the Philadelphia 76ers and the Memphis Grizzlies or whatever, just thinking of 2 teams top of my head, or your 2 final teams in this mid-season tournament, they would basically play one extra game, would be kind of like their 83rd game of the year, because they could possibly be tournament champions and mid-season champions before the actual NBA championship during the NBA playoffs. Personally, I'm interested in this. There's really not much else to go into this, you guys. I'm interested in this a lot, just because it's not obviously not like maybe more basketball because it's part of the 82-game season, but I'm interested in this because, again, it's just something new. I know everyone kind of, a lot of people don't like when things change, and I've already seen NBA fans bitch and moan and complain like, oh my God, this is so stupid. Why is NBA trying to be like soccer? NBA is going down for this. They're so dumb. Shut up, dude. I hate, listen, I don't care if you, I don't care. I respect people's opinion if they don't want this, but to constantly complain that this is going to be horrible or this is going to be bad, it's so stupid. Like, dude, just relax. Man, I've seen so many people already complain because it's popular to hate on it. And that's what pisses me off. Like, again, if you don't want it because you have your own reasons, you think it's going to be messy, you don't think it's going to be structured right, we can have a discussion. But when I seen comments, people just saying stupid idea and not really putting much behind it, like, you're just hating on it for the sake of hating on it. It's popular to hate on things that you don't understand or you don't like, or like I said, you don't like change. Just have a proper conversation. I've seen so many fans already ripping on it before we actually see it. And a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's a participation trophy. You shouldn't have participate. You shouldn't have a midseason champion. There should only be one champion." Dude, it's just during the regular season. No one's gonna look at a team that won during the regular season as an absolute, you know what I mean, thing like, oh man, oh yeah, these guys are real champs. No, they won during the regular season. What? Why is that so hard? Soccer does it. It works for soccer. It's always worked for soccer. At least try it, and then let's see where it goes. And I'm pretty sure if it fails and it does not do well and stuff like that, the NBA will absolutely cancel it. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, that I don't know why people are so complaining over this thing. The one thing I do see some people are saying, which I do agree, is you might still have players still load managing, which basically means that a lot of players teams and coaches, whatever, may not even play their real player. There's certain superstars or players during this tournament because you don't want to have injuries, stuff like that. So I do see people saying that. I mean, why have the tournament if there is a chance that players and people are not really going to take this seriously, because obviously this isn't the real championship that they're trying to get to. Which could be true, but again, it's something new. Give it a try, and I don't know, just give it a chance. I don't know why people are so crazy over it. The last thing you guys heard, NBA, Manu Ginobili, former NBA player, Manu Ginobili played for the San Antonio Spurs. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. It wasn't NBA Hall of Fame, but Basketball Hall of Fame nonetheless. He absolutely deserved it. 4-time NBA champion, 2-time All NBA, two-time All NBA, 2-time All Star, and he was 2007 Sixth Man of the Year. Like I said, he absolutely deserved it. There's really nothing else really to really say about that. Manu Ginobili definitely deserves that. And again, if he got an NBA Hall of Fame, I wouldn't be mad either. If you actually watch Manu Ginobili play, man, the dude was just a beast. You hated playing against him. You rooted against him if you was not a fan of San Antonio Spurs. And he was a big part of that San Antonio's dynasty, featuring like I said, have Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, and Coach Greg Popovich and Tony Parker. So yeah, shout out to Manu Ginobili for that, man. And the last thing, guys, here I'm gonna finish up here on my podcast. Here with like I told you guys last time, you really couldn't see it. We're going over here with the Major League Baseball standings of the week. Over in AL, you still have the Houston Astros leading the AL playoff standings with 89 wins, 50 losses. Second place, you have the New York Yankees with 84 wins, 56 losses. You have the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Cleveland Guardians, with 72 wins, 65. So those are your division leaders. So right now that would be your 1, 2, 3 seed off the bat. In the wild card, you have the Tampa Bay Rays at 78 and 59, Toronto Blue Jays at 78 and 60, and the Seattle Mariners 78 and 61. I believe last week the Seattle Mariners actually was in the first place spot of the AL wild card, but again, like they kind of fell off a little bit. They had a huge win against the Atlanta Braves yesterday, but like I said, Tampa Bay, who's I believe, like I told you guys last week, I believe they're going to catch up to the Yankees and possibly take that division. You don't be surprised if Tampa Bay wins the AL East and wins that division. But yeah, like I said, so that's your AL. Right now, still behind is the Baltimore Oilers, who are 73 and 66. They're 5 games behind, trying to get into the wild card. And Chicago White Sox, who actually won 4 straight and really coming back from the dead. They're 72 and 68 with 6.5 games behind. So that that AL standings is going to be very tight near the end, man. And of course, you got also Minnesota. The Twins are trying to catch up. They're not going to probably catch up as far as getting the wild card, but they still have a chance to get that division. 69 wins and 69 losses. They definitely got to pick it up, though, as the season's winding down. They still trying to catch the division, like I said, going up against the Cleveland Guardians. Them and the Guardians are in the same division. So it's not impossible, but the Twins definitely have to get on a winning streak at some point. They're on a 2-game win streak at this point. Over in the National League, you have the Dodgers. I mean, there's nothing else to say, man. They got 95 wins, 43 losses. The Dodgers are going to clearly be the number 1 seed at this point. The Mets, New York Mets, who's actually going back and forth with the Atlanta Braves in their division, but they're leading right now with 88 wins and 52 losses. In the St. Louis Cardinals are 88 wins and 52 losses for the Mets, and the St. Louis Cardinals, who are 82 wins and 58 losses. The Atlanta Braves, I laugh because the They got 87 wins and 52 losses, but they're a wild card team. Again, that just says how good their division is as far as with the Mets being the leading team in that division. The Philadelphia Phillies are 77 wins, 62 losses behind the Atlanta Braves. And for the third wild card spot, you have the San Diego Padres with 77 wins and 63 losses. The Milwaukee Brewers, 74 wins, 66 losses. They are the only team really in that, and you look at the National League standings, that really has an actual chance, being 3 games behind the Padres, to actually try to get a division. I'm sorry, get a wild card spot here and now. So that is it, you guys. As far as the Major League Baseball news, nothing really else really came out. That was crazy. And that is it, you guys, for Jack of All Plays. Again, it's been your boy Sean Bellman. This has been episode 2. Like I said, please like, share, subscribe this podcast when if you can. And again, I appreciate the support I got with the last episode. So I'm going to continue doing this every Sunday, where I go over, get football, basketball, and baseball news. Anything I feel like going over in those in those leagues, those topics. And yeah, you guys, I am out. Peace.